Welcome to our Friday morning stream blitz challenges against viewers here. Live on lichess. Astrobate, what's up with the quotes, man? How you doing with your quota? I think you reached your quota for today. Did you reach your quota? Quota of quotes. Quota. Welcome everybody. We're getting started here. I've got challenges from Sumaher and Morales. I love saying that. Good morning. Ciao. Morales of Italy. Sumaher. Okay, kids, let's get started. I got two really tough opponents. Man, I wish we had more lower-rated players around here to warm up on. I'm not lucky with those like random challenges, though. Just get someone sketchy when I go to the challenge. The challenge bar. Sumaher will start. Guys, we're taking challenges 5+3 casual. Must concentrate. I've tried everything, I think. I tried everything against this guy. He knows every line. Breakfast at 8. Aster bait. The 8. 8 is great. 8s are lucky. Bishop d3. What is that? Is this some trap or something? What's up with Bishop d3? Queen h4 check. You've probably played this before and I forget. It's been so long. Some kind of trap? I think I've fallen for this trap before. Who's it a trap for? Weird. Weird feeling that I've been here before. It's very strange, like no one plays that with white, but he plays it like it's a line. Strange. I think I already blundered. Some weird variation that isn't known to theory with Bishop d3. No one plays that move. Very strange. If I take an e4, he has a trap. I feel like we had this months ago or something. Something with queen e5. Bishop takes d3, queen takes h8, and I'm lost. guess it's just a blunder. Weird. Yeah, I think we had this once before. So he remembers that from 2 years ago. Snuggles the Snail, what's up? Unbelievable. Not even a real variation. What's up, everybody? Snuggles the Snail, Friday is Frog Day. Friday for frogs. E5. No, he knows not to play that. Yeah, again, I claimed that we had this previously. I would make that claim. We have had this already before. Because that's natural. The point of the London system is to play h4. Strange. I'm basically lost. He's 1600 in bullet. I'm lost in 12 moves. That's interesting. Good start for the day. There's the forced win. I don't understand this opening. I've never seen anyone play bishop d3 in all my life. They play bishop d3 without f3, but you don't play it after playing f3. What the heck is that move? And I'm like lost in 12 moves. Check. There. Takes. This is why I don't like to play master level players in the first game. Maybe this is a mistake. What if I just trade rooks and play rook d8? That seems more sensible. His knight is trapped? Not exactly. White took on d7. A blunder? Is his knight trapped? Not really. Not completely. Don't like the way I played this opening. What the heck? And I know that I've been there before. There's a mental block in some positions. I just can't seem to remember. And it seems to me it's happened before. There's several different lines in this. Okay. I'm just not playing the English defense in the last 20 years much. I used to play it between like 1998 and 1998 till like 2005. Wow, he actually blundered. So it looks like there's d5 there. Strange enough. I don't see how I can win a piece after that. He missed d5. Man. I don't like knight takes d7, but I don't think I'm winning a piece here. Am I? Peter says I am. Huh. Doesn't d5 save him? He's starting to take here. And if I take, he's on my knight. So I can just take and open his bishop on d3. I thought this would save him. Oh my gosh, what? Rook takes, d takes c6, bishop takes c6, and black is winning. Alright, if you say so. In my book, that's equal material. I don't know. The computer is like, this is +3 for black. That's kind of an exaggeration. Like, what's the exaggeration here? This is winning for black with equal material? Okay, his pawn structure is a little shoddy. But I wouldn't go as far as say it's like lost position for white that simply. Yeah, he blundered. So you're better, and you played knight e5. Yeah, this is a terrible position for me. What the heck is bishop d3? What is that? David Howell played this in a recent game? Wow. He must be taking some time off from chess or something. The English defense and this young grandmaster from England doesn't know what he's doing. Bishop d3. Oh man. Yeah, never bring your queen out early. That's what Graham Buckley did. Yeah, I don't trust that move. So check out Stockfish. Not one player got the best move. Wow. Knight c6, of course, because d4 is weak. That would have been my other pick, for sure. This completely makes sense. I mean, you've got no protection of d4. Why is nobody playing this move? Like a3 or something? There's a3. It's like a weird Nimzo. Queen h4 check, g3, bishop takes c3, b takes c. Interesting. Alright guys, interesting and weird. The computer doesn't understand openings, right? Well, no, I mean, I think it understands. I think it does, man. I know that's a misconception that someone passed on to you. The computer doesn't really understand anything, but I mean, its calculation is the same strength in any phase of the game. I think it's majorly contributing to the changes in opening theory. There's always some new ideas that are coming out right here. I mean, basically black is saying it's probably right. You know, this is probably black's best move, knight c6. And not one human has played that move. No, I think the computer, this concept is not right. You know, computers contribute a lot to opening theory. All the grandmasters in the world are like letting their engines run overnight, like with opening positions all the time. It's definitely not true. Murales. Guys, please challenge me 5+3 casual. I've got Pixel Tyrant with 8+2, Silver Storm with 5+3. No rateds, please. And you have to have 100 games. Maybe, you know, 20 years ago, engines didn't play the openings very well, or not as well. But I think now we're seeing a lot of advances. Morales, we never... You'll be next. How did I get learning chess? Yeah, I thought we had Morales next. Alright, whatever. Yeah. You're with the baby. He thinks it's weird Wednesday. Babies are good luck. You can play h3, I can play a6. How about that? We'll call it even. I mean, obviously, this is basically white playing the Queen's Gambit with colors reversed. How bad can it be? It's solid. If you're the first move, h3 can't be that bad. You're just giving away your advantage. So today is 5 months sub, and I have an exam tomorrow. Good luck. Wow, b4. I don't think this h3 is going to help him too much here. He's basically wasted that move. So I can afford to play a5 in another move. You know, maybe I should play b6 there, though. I don't know. Maybe b6 is not so stupid. If you get it done, I won't need to pay for the whole year. You have more money to donate to the stream. I'm just kidding. Wow, like, you mean like your tuition or other costs? But that's very important. I guess I should play knight to c6. But it's not the only move. I mean, this looks... Knight a3 bothers me, actually, on queen c7. So we got a little bit of a question of what moves should be played here. Queen c7, knight a3. Although even that is probably okay for black. Getting my pawn back. I don't know, learning chess, experimenting with the creative opening here. Bishop a3. Forgot you could do that. That makes it hard to play knight a3 though. It does reduce the chance of knight a3. Weird. It's probably white's best move. I really don't know what to do here. I am tired of having my king in the center, however. I think it's time to leave. This pawn is gonna be difficult to maintain long run. Most importantly, I want to get my king out. Quite a creative opening, though. Again, I'm outplayed in the opening. 2 games in a row. With h3, no less. Kind of subtle stuff. h3 and then b4 on the queen side. Yeah, I don't want to think about paying for school in America. I was having a discussion with a Facebook friend of mine about the good... People ask me, why do I live in Hungary? That's the #1 question. There's so many good reasons not to live in the United States. I don't even know where to start. Reasonable cost of universities is probably in the top 5. Education. Cost of education. That was a discussion we had with Bob the other day, though. Bob says all the most accredited universities are in the United States. Maybe there's some truth to that, but I still think for the money, for the value for the money, you can get a better education for the money in Europe. I remember at least one chess player I knew who came here to get his medical degree in Budapest. Probably like more sensible than spending millions of dollars to go to medical school in the United States. Alright. Learning chess is just tanking. Guess he got disconnected or something. Morales, you're up next. I don't know where your challenge is, it's gone. And it's not your fault, right? It's never Morales' fault. It's the baby. Morales, I can't play you if you're not challenging me. Dude's like disconnected. There's no way he's thinking this long. G what? G4? His queen's almost trapped. In mid-board. Knight c6? Dude, g4 is ridiculous. That's a terrible move. Although he made me change my plans. I was originally just like peacefully surrounding this pawn on c5. I mean, g4 is crazy. That compromises white's whole position. Now his king is never going to be safe. The idea of h3 is to play g4 apparently. Too creative. You know, I get bored of people playing the London system, but white is taking this too far. It's one thing to be creative, but this is a little bit over the top. Actually, now he has queen c2. That's kind of annoying. Maybe I should sacrifice a pawn here. I don't feel like weakening my king side with stupid moves. I guess this is a little bit crazy. Very strange game. It's beyond strange. Wow. The engine likes my decision to sack that pawn. Wow. No, it doesn't. Knight takes c5. It doesn't like it. It's not best. So I'm winning, but this is second rate. I'm still +2. And White has no coordination. Like, look at his pieces. Strong center. I like my decision to sack that pawn on h7. Miralles is here. NGNs. What is that? Like an NGO? Non-governmental organization. Oh no, Morales. We should play something classical today. I've been playing d4. Slatty. GM Tranquilizer, I don't know if you're trying to troll me or what. We had to time you out the other day. It was just too annoying. It's just a mistype. Typo. Yeah, the Petrov. I don't know, Morales. I don't think the Petrov suits your style. But you might be doing like a Hikaru, training yourself, forcing yourself to play. Broadening your game by forcing yourself to play. Poor Morales doesn't get a break. If he plays the Budapest Gambit, I say how coffee house and unsound he is. And then if he tries to play something sound, then I'm like, oh, you're doing the wrong thing. You should play to your strengths. You just can't, you can't catch a break, can you? The James West attack. But I must have done this already. This is played, actually, the Pomdiachi or someone did this, right? With Bishop d3. Or no, that was Wang Hao against the Pomdiachi, right? Wasn't that one of the awful games from the endgame? 21st century endgame course from Wang Hao? Masters of the Endgame with 2021 candidates, part 2. Where these guys are like losing simple positions for no reason. It was like the most lame game ever. Was it Wang Hao? Or did he play like Queen e2 against the Petrov? I can't remember. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to trade bishops. We transposed to a French exchange with c4. Jay Gomez, welcome. Good morning, everybody. We played this once before, I think. H3. H3. Whatever. The baby. Easy White Knight, welcome. So what's up with this, actually? If I play Bishop e3, that's actually a mistake. I had games like this with other players on my stream, but not with you. Maybe we did have one. But I had multiple games against Yevgeny, Schieberspieler. I mean, I'm just playing this, winging it when I play it with White. I've never studied the theory on this variation. But Queen e7 feels wrong. It feels right, but it feels wrong. you know? Very subtle. The BFD. The truth is that neither of us really knows what the hell we're doing here. Deeply. This is not what I normally play against the Petrov, but Morales is like Mr. Prepare for the online games with me. He's got his repertoire really worked out. If I play into his prep, he might beat me. Now this is getting interesting. Queen b3, I assume. Some crazy things going on here. What? Wow. Castles isn't gonna work. There's some crazy variation here. Whoa. What am I gonna do? Queen c2? Alright, you're close to timed out, fake tranquilizer. One more weird comment, and you've done it again. Don't even answer him. What is this? Rook c1, I guess, I have to play. I don't have a better idea. Rook c1. What other move is there? It's the only move. Ambulance is out to get me today. What is h3 a mistake on move 9? I make the slightest mistake. Maybe I'm supposed to play bishop e3 right away. But then how do I get my king out of the center? No, that doesn't seem right. I mean, I thought this seemed right. Weird. He's banking everything on this like temporary initiative, including leaving his pieces at home on the queen side. But I'm getting the hell out of here next move. D takes c4. D takes c4, bishop c4, knight f2. So d takes c4 castles, presumably. See, Morales is trying to play the Petrov like it's the Budapest Gambit. I don't think, you can take, what is the expression? You have no idea what I'm talking about, peoples. You take the cowboy out of the West, but you can't take the West out of the cowboy. I don't know. Whatever that means, something like that. I managed to survive the opening. Morales, who is now an expert on the black side of the exchange French. You're going to play your first over the board? Do you think Aliakin and Quigier, the variation of the exchange down in the e4 is okay? I don't know what you're talking about with that, but you missed knight takes f2. Morales forgot his tactical buzzsaw. He even played the move order correctly with like bishop takes c3. If you had done knight f2 first, bishop takes f2, I take with the rook on c3. So you do bishop takes c3 first, and then knight takes f2. Baby crying. I bet the baby's crying after you missed that tactic. I would cry too. Daddy, Daddy, how can you miss a simple two-move tactic? You bet he's crying. He's embarrassed. Can't believe my dad just missed a two-move tactic. It was so obvious. c4? He really can't play. Wow. Alright. We're just joking around, so don't take it too seriously. Was this it? Knight takes f2? You can't do it yet. What's he supposed to play here? D takes c4? I assume that is best. Then I have to castle. So now he has even better versions of it, like takes here. Take, knight takes f2. I mean, there I actually have rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes c4. This doesn't look clear. But something isn't right. Something wasn't right. So h3 is bad. h3 is just bad. It's too slow. Yeah, I've played this before. Okay, I mean, objectively, this variation doesn't offer white anything. But it is an open game. So bishop e2, as played before. Takes, castles. Apparently you can play this. The castles is also playable. I don't know. You think it's okay for white? I like it in Blitz, but I wouldn't play it in a tournament game. I don't think. I'll go back to playing knight f3. I wouldn't play the c4 exchange French for real in a serious game. If I really, if it was important, you know. I don't think that opening is enough. Sorry, Antonio. We've got a ridiculous amount of challenges. I don't think I can play that many games in this time control. But we'll try to play as many as I can. Guys, please subscribe to the stream if you can. Please subscribe. We'll be back on Sunday with Simul, our flagship event every Sunday. Here, 6:30 p.m. CEST on Sunday. I play a 25 plus player Simul. Last week we had 27. Decline the challenge with time controls, yeah. Thank you for a constructive comment from GM Tranquilizer. But everyone's got the right time control. I'll decline the challenge from the wrong time controls. Everyone is correct. Amazing. Casual 5+3, the whole list. That's awesome. It's the first time I've ever had 14 challenges where no one got it wrong. Now we're getting somewhere. Boring line. Really? Yeah, well, it's like the #1 way to play the opening at the top Grandmaster level. This is more popular for white than the Roy Lopez. I don't think it's boring to keep all the pieces on the board. It's like kind of quiet at first. But I don't allow any exchanges. It's like you just have to be patient and you can have a great game in this line. Not really, maybe temporarily boring. I think it's boring to trade pieces. You might not like closed positions. If you think this is a boring line, maybe you should reconsider playing e4, e5. Maybe that's not the right opening for you if you don't like closed positions. I don't know. Maybe you should play e4, c5 or the Scandinavian or something. Bishop c4 is more popular than the Roy Lopez at all levels now, I think. But again, popular at the highest levels because black isn't allowed to trade pieces. I don't know about rook e8. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say about transpositions. There's just like a million different orders of moves, especially both sides can play. You know, it's extremely weird. Literally dozens of move orders. It's easier to win if you don't trade pieces. If you trade all the pieces off, it's a draw, dude. If you want to beat strong players, you have to keep the pieces on the board. The #1 way people play for draws is by trading pieces. I think that's the best thing about this line for white. We really are not going to let him exchange too much. See here, he's trying to exchange bishops. This is actually not a bad exchange for white, but you can consider bishop c2 now. I would strongly consider bishop c2. Knight c4, knight f1. They're all reasonable moves. Don't love bishop takes e6. I don't know. What would Magnus play? Magnus likes this stuff. Am I threatening d4? I don't know. Do I have enough control of the center to go for this? That's the biggest weapon for white in the Gioco Pianissimo. Trying to play d4 delayed. See, if you play d4 early, you can't play d4 now. Another opening I'm not an expert in. I like to mess around with stuff. I played the Roy Lopez with white my whole life. But rethinking it a little bit lately, due to the popularity of the Italian game, The reason the Italian game is popular is because there are problems with the white side of the Royal Pez. Number one problem, the Berlin defense. Number two problem, the Marshall Gambit. Yeah. All the top players are moving away from playing the Royal Pez. I mean, if you have to play d3 on move 5, then you might as well not even play the Spanish. I mean, it's like pointless. They're avoiding the Berlin defense. If you have to play d3, then why even play the Spanish? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. You know, at least if you play d4, at least if we play is this right? If we play the Italian game, our bishop's on a good diagonal. You know, in those Spanish lines with d3, you end up like playing the gioco piano with your bishop on b5, or it doesn't do anything. Interesting. Man, this is complicated. Wow. Man, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, bishop e4. Knight f5 or knight d5. Man, he missed bishop e4. That wasn't clear. Knight f5, queen d7. d4 might have been a mistake. If that bishop e4 move works. Two pieces up. I think we got it. Thanks. Man, does bishop e4 work? I just want to see. Yeah, he has it. Bishop e4, knight f5. I don't know what's going on here. I might be losing my e-pawn. Queen d7. Do I have another move? I have bishop d2. So it's really not that clear. Bishop e4, also bishop d2. Knight f5, queen d7. I just wasn't sure what was happening here, and this is falling. Black's probably okay. So I think I played d4 too early. This would have threatened it. Next move. So I was impatient there. Can I adjust the screen so that you can see the number of challenges? How would I do that? Should I make the board smaller so we can see the number of challenges? There are 11 challenges. Actually, I don't know why you can't see that. Just don't really want to make the board smaller for that reason, but GM Tranquilizer, you're kind of weird. Did anyone ever tell you that? That you're weird? Alright. I continue to play openings I don't really know. This is the Blobix. Double Fianchetto. F3. Yeah, I mean F3 and Queen C2. Any move that tries to play for E4. But I think Accelerated Queen's Indian is one of the only interesting openings that's relatively unexplored compared to other stuff. Who is this player? We played before? No. I don't know. C5, E6, D6, all these moves are possible. I'd like to get my knight to C6. I mean, I've played with white in a similar position before, but black had possibly played E6 already. Ah, I give up. Alright. GM Tranquilizer, you're close to timing out. One more weird comment and you're timed out. You can have ratings or the number of challenges, but you can't have both. Now stop bothering me. White is dropping a pawn? Is there compensation? It's hard to concentrate. I guess he just wants attention. The ultimate goal of trolls, right, is that they really just want to get attention. Not necessarily malicious. No, he's out for attention. He's an attention seeker. That's what he tries to do. He's not GM Tranquilizer. I'm not going to ban him yet. Maybe later. Maybe later. White's down a pawn. It's tempting to play d5 here. What happens on rook d1? d4. I'm going for it. Give me some center. Knight is protected. Especially if he's going to trade off my bishop with like bishop h6. This pawn will help be like kind of a protector of my king side almost. Protector of the king side. The shield will protect my king side. Perfectly safe. White is playing too fast. I think a lot of you guys naturally play non-increment, and so you don't know how to master the increment time control. It's hard to adjust. You were banned by GM Tranquilizer? What did you do? People are getting banned from GM Tranquilizer and coming over to my stream. Codex, you've been pretty well behaved here. I don't think it's easy to get banned by GM Tranquilizer. He's pretty relaxed. Unless you have like a drunken brawl with him. That was the alcohol. What are we gonna do? Mate? Yeah, I've banned people for that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved with other people's personal debates. It's a judgment call. It's annoying, you know. Sometimes. Queen b4, hitting my pawn. We go all in for the attack. That was my plan anyway. I ban people lightly all the time if I'm in a bad mood or something. It was unusual to see Levente streaming this morning. He's usually streaming at night. Maybe he's not a morning person. I suspect he's not a morning person. Astrobate, you're a perfect gentleman. So he can help himself. I'm penetrating on the 7th. I have threats of knight h4 type of stuff. Knight e3, queen g2, mate. Dude, I had knight e3 there. This is an insane move. I think I was threatening knight e3. Maybe not, though. Like, he could have taken on b6 if knight e3. He takes it, I play rook c2, and then rook d2 defends. No, he didn't have to play rook e2 right away. He's just guarding against this. But see how our pawn center is part of this attack, basically? It created all sorts of good opportunities for black. However, there seems to be a problem now making forward progress here. We need a little extra sauce. Oh, baby. You can do that. Possible g5. You go whole hog. Hagen. Hagen-Dazs. But we've got such a seal on the center that it's hard for him to shake it. It's irresistible force. There could be a problem with this line though. It's a little bit over the top, admittedly. Now he has queen b6, threatening queen f6 check. I do, however, have rook c6. What's a pawn? I'm down a pawn with the crushing attack. The central pawn set up everything. Tazake, how's business? Business has been slow, but dude, this is, yeah, beautiful finish. Check. Overloaded. He's overloaded. Have a rook. We win the queen. Queen it like you mean it. But the attack was too strong. There's no way White can defend that position. It's not like it was really a blunder. Zero chance. These pawns just rule. God couldn't defend White's position. The rook was hanging, I think. Was hanging on knight h4. Yeah. That's true. I was celebrating too early. Chess Bangla. Chess illegal. Alright guys, I just take the challenges I get on Fridays. Even if you're a subscriber, you don't get to play first today. Give random new people a chance to play. This player doesn't have enough games. I do ask that you have 100 rated games if you want to play. So I'm not going to take anybody with challenges that doesn't have at least 100 Blitz games. Bullet doesn't count. Bullet is not chess. So that does not sort of count in the sum of games to be a qualified player to play. Everybody subscribe if you enjoyed the stream. We appreciate your support. We got some follows. My name is Joey. Bandarinel, Fedor, and ModerateBot, among others. Thanks guys for following. If you can't subscribe, at least follow. Appreciate it. Also check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, where I upload all the replays. Boom, e4. Don't see this much, but it's a reasonable move. I could count, like, on one hand how many people responded with e4 against me in the past. I get a lot of d5, knight f3, pawn takes pawn, but e4 is okay. One of Nesbedina's greatest games of all time was actually in this line, but I wonder... Can I play like g6, bishop g7, and somehow take advantage of the fact that queen is on d4 instead of a knight? Because the classic way of playing is like knight c6, but Bill, thanks for subscribing. Bill_2WK subscribed for 6 months here on tier 1. So g6, bishop g5, bishop g7, knight d5. That starts to get kind of problematic. He piles up on f6 too fast. So this is the normal move. I highly recommend like studying the games of Nesbedinov. Great player. One of the few players who played this stuff, this old Indian style King's Indian lines were popular in the Soviet Union. The King's Indian was basically developed in the Soviet Union between like the 30s and the 50s. Nesbedinov has this one game in this line, I think Queen D2, G6, B3, Bishop G7, Bishop B2, against someone really good, but he manages to sack his queen in an amazing game. That's kind of like maybe his most famous game. I can't remember who it was against. He sacked his queen and he like sucked the guy's king out in the middle of the board. I'm not going to take challenges like ahead of other people. Bandarineo. Like, I can't take your challenge ahead of the other 8 people who challenged me first. That would be kind of unfair. I just take the challenges as I get them. If they qualify. Silverstorm doesn't qualify. Chess Illegal is okay. Pixel Tyrant doesn't have enough games. Dracofire is okay. Flamingo Pop's okay. Paradox is okay. Roder Roy is not okay. I know the rest of you guys, except for the last one. So this placement of the queen on e3 is substandard. I guess it's more exposed on e3. Ambulance celebration time. If I could open lines, I need to open the e-file here. Not so easy though. Happy Friday ambulance stream. I mean, F5 is the way to do it. You're just 8, it's cool. We've all been 8 before. I'll trade you. You want to trade? You be 40 something and I'll be 8. Oh, forgot I'm 39. Alright. Damn. You're good? Alright. Well, let me know if you ever want to trade ages. I'd like to start over again. Let's see. Knight D7. Trying to play for F5. Knight B4. Cheapo. Cheapo attack. Another interesting idea would be C6 and D5. Maybe that would actually work. But I don't trust this move. It doesn't feel right. Maybe I can play D5 anyway. He castle queenside. Always castle queenside in the positions where black has an open diagonal. You heard it here first. But I'm just half joking. He has to do something. What do you want him to do? Right. Makes sense to me. Not that bad for white. It's like the center attack. Black needs to be sharp tactically. D5, CD5, knight D5, knight D5. I just don't quite have anything. Bishop E6 gets shut down. My knight's in the way. I don't know what to do here. Just don't know what to do. I need to open lines somehow. I need to play like A6 and B5 or another way to open the position with his king on C1. I don't understand why you can't see the challenges again. Dude, are you serious? There's 9 challenges. Why don't you ask lichess to change it so that it's more over to the right? Send them a message, Tranquilizer. Can you guys please move your challenge thing over to the right more? Seriously. Maybe they can fix it. Send them, they'll appreciate it. if it doesn't work here, you can always get them to change it. Move your thing over to the right a little bit. Can I do d5? d5. Yeah, it's stupid. I'm just taking too much time. Man. Wait, is seriously playing the center game? You did highlight my message, please take my challenge. But you did hear me, right? We have to take the challenges in order. I'm not going to play knight d7, man, because that'll just like initiate kingside play for white. If I start migrating pieces away from the kingside, it'll just make his h4, h5 type of stuff stronger. If h4, I can play h5 and sort of hold him at bay. But I think if I start making that kind of maneuver, he's going to start having a very strong kingside attack. I'm probably better off playing something weird like queen b8 and b5, or just maybe knight e5 and b5. White's very strong. I like the way he played this. Now he's actually fast and strong. King b1. I'm trying to play b5. I used too much time though. Wow, he's 2200 in bullet. But a very solid positional understanding. Though I don't like castling queenside in general in this type of position. It's sound, I guess. But we're ready. Ready for what? Technically, queen e3 was wrong in the opening. Queen d2 is safer. Moonstream Monday. Thank you for the sub earlier from Bill. And yeah, there's the h4. So I'm thinking stop it. No, no. None of that. Especially with that knight on g3. If there's ever been a moment for h5 in a dragon-like position, this is it. While his knight is on a bad square, we're going to freeze it, and then we go for counterplay on the queen side. I'm not a huge fan of playing h5 in the dragon, but our play here is pretty fast. Wow. I almost had a tactic there, I thought. Now how do I defend my d3 pawn? Wow. See, this is where we see his real strength. Instantaneous bullet moves. He's like an expert. Whoa. All right. This guy must be kidding me. You're not going to resign? All right. Please change your piece set and board. All right. That's a timeout. You gotta be kidding me. I don't care if you're 8 years old or 47. That's just ridiculous. All right, chess illegal. Flamingo poop. No one asked me to change my chess set, board, and background without getting timed out. That's just absurd. You're trolling me, right? That's simply a troll thing to say. GM Tranquilizer, flamingo pop doesn't really make sense, does it? I mean, it's not a thing. There's flamingo poop, which is a thing. So I thought it's more logical to say flamingo pop poop. Does anyone know of flamingo pop? Like, we already had this discussion. Maybe there's like a drink called flamingo pop. If that's true, I'll take it back. We can't have any fun here whatsoever. Not allowed to have any fun. What shape is wombat poop? E4 early. I used to play the hedgehog a lot. I have a great score with it, but I'm out of practice. I have not been using my hedgehog powers lately. If you want to buy one of the most disorganized chess books of all time, Grandmaster Mihai Suba has a book on the hedgehog. Literally, he dropped all the chapters on the floor, picked it up, and then sold it like that. Very hard to navigate that book. It doesn't even make sense. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to the order of chapters. How many questions do you average a day? I joke about my son. My dad used to say that to me. I was a human question box. I'm a kid. It's my job. I like how Fabi said he didn't play online chess for 8 months. Well, online chess is meaningless anyway. But I'm sure as hell he was training. Yeah, he was playing like serious, probably training games with real people over a real board, working really hard probably, if he was smart, and studying. Online chess isn't necessary for someone like that. You know, he doesn't need online chess. He's gone beyond to the real chess world. Dude, you're getting close to being timed out again. It's hard to concentrate. I should just like turn off the chat or something while I'm playing. It would be easier to concentrate. I really shouldn't read the chat. I just block it or something while I'm trying to play. It's a bad habit of mine to try to follow the chat while we're in the middle of a game. GM Tranquilizer, do you ever pay attention to the games that I'm playing here on the stream? Did you try that? Have you tried that at some point? To actually try to pay attention? You just like come here with like random chess comments that are unrelated to my channel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If I play e5, how does he protect the e4 pawn? That's an interesting question. Let's see, e5, queen d2, knight takes e4. I think he's got a problem. But you know, it may not be that clear. Chess illegal. 2264 bullet. Not clear. This may be good for white. Something weird about white's coordination. I might have to ban you. I think you're pretty much going to get banned. Now he's like blatantly suggesting moves. Suggesting the best move. That's a good thing to do. Just like openly suggest the best move during the game while it's that player's turn. Totally legit and logical thing to do. Yeah. He found it. Amazing. Man. It's not your fault our viewers are cheating. I don't blame you. Knight f takes e4. Now what do I do? White is just better? Probably white is just better now. Bishop takes e4 doesn't work. Knight c takes. White is just better. Perfect coordination of all the white pieces. Every single piece. Perfect. I've never seen anyone sacrifice their e4 pawn on the whites of the hedgehog like that and get it back. But as I said, I've never played the hedgehog much lately. But it doesn't protect the pawn, J. Gomez. Nothing protected the pawn in that position. Weird. Play bishop takes a6. Man, these Hungarian ambulances are driving me crazy, though. You can't even leave the window open. It's impossible to concentrate. It's really weird. You can even hear it for miles and miles away, like one ambulance. Yeah, I thought he had knight c6, but he played bishop a6 rather quickly. Knight c6, queen c7, knight c7 check, king h8. And then I guess I can pretty much sign off. I think I'm just lost. Maybe I'm lost anyway, but... Well, I mean, here I'm up the exchange. So there's still hope, obviously. Don't really have a good idea. d5 drops a piece to queen takes e7. But please don't suggest specific moves while I'm playing a game where both players are, you know, in the midst of thinking. That should be pretty obvious. For some people that are too dense to figure that out. I really shouldn't have to say that. I mean, most people figured it out on their own, that you shouldn't do that. It should be fairly obvious, as I said. Take, there. Whatever. It's probably just Twitch. d5. Yeah, it's okay to say the move a few minutes later or something. It's like when you specifically... It wasn't you, it was the other guy. But he's constantly trolling me. I think he's going to get banned. I don't know why I waited this long. Why would I wait this long to ban him? Twitch is weird. This move might save me, though. Though I was lost, I think, earlier. Still not sure. What choice do I have? Do I have rook e8? No. This is not that easy. Maybe h5 would be better. Another barely took it down in the end game. Man, this was a bad game. Who's asking, Schieberspieler? I don't think we're going to get to all these challenges, guys. I'm only streaming for another 50 minutes or so. Goodbye. Dragon B70. What's up? Schieberspieler. Yeah, I'm going to cancel. No more challenges, please. We've got too many. I'm going to cancel these last challenges. There's no way I'm getting that many games. Ooh, I'm getting 3-0. Challenges are just coming in. I can't even get to them all. There's so many challenging me to like other variants and stuff. So these last challenges are out. Dragonfire's next. Guys, check out B70 and Schieber. They're also streaming. Draco Fire. Welcome to my Hungarian neighbors. Tonat Min, International Master, aka Dragon B70. And Raleigh, also known as a Schieberspieler. FIDE Master here from Hungary as well. Alright, what did I do? I got transposed into a King's Indian. My King's Indian is not really activated at this time. My favorite Neil Young album? I guess Harvest. I'm not a huge Neil Young fan. I like Neil Young, but I don't have all of his albums. But he is a great rock icon and a tremendous musician. But I think that's the most popular one. I kind of like rocking in the free world. Donald Trump tried to steal that for his campaign rallies. There's a lot of great Neil Young songs. I had this like bootleg cassette once from a live concert. He was opening for someone else. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if I still have it. I threw out most of my cassette tapes, sadly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was like a really big name. I don't remember. It was like, I can't remember. Maybe he was opening for U2 or something. I don't know what it was. It was some sort of mega concert. Alright, I'm going to try something weird here. It's just a... Maybe he wasn't opening for them, but I mean, they were on the same bill. I don't remember. Yeah. Knight A6. I never liked U2 since they became really... Maybe in the beginning, before they were commercialized. After that, they just became a symbol of music commercialism. Alright, what am I doing here? Commercialism in music. No, too commercial. This is a weird setup. Maybe Knight A6 is not really a great variation. Usurper. Gregory Serper. The usual big raid. Yeah, that seems to be the standard. It's a little strange. Now, we're playing something weird. Man, Dracofire. Maybe this is good for white. I just have a strange position and a creepy feeling about it. That B5 is wrong. I guess this is wrong. I played Knight A6 against a Lynchich once. Shirov played this, but I don't really consider it to be a legitimate variation. I don't think Knight A6 should be given that. Dragon B70 had one viewer. Yeah, did you realize you count as your own tier 3 subscriber or something? Is that normal? I didn't realize that. I think you count as your own tier 3 subscriber. I didn't think we counted as subscribers at all on your own stream. But maybe Twitch is like constantly changing stuff. I don't think you should count as a viewer of your own stream. C takes D4 or what? Okay, Knight D2 is a little bit passive. But probably not the worst move. How do I protect this? How do I protect this? Huh? Do I play Bishop D7? What's that, Cheaper Spiller? You concur? You've always been a tier 3 subscriber of your own stream? Wow. I never noticed that. Previously on our show, man, this position is getting weird and weirder. Weird and weirder. Bizarre. Bizarreville. Dumb and Dumber. What about this pawn? Now he's going to have to retreat his knight back to e2 to protect it. Yeah, I guess I am Dragon, but I never... Like, you know, I never ever go to the subs list and, like, check. Till this week, I had never bothered to, like, check, you know, who's a sub. But I was looking it up to see who submitted a game for my analysis stream. And I realized I was a tier 3 subscriber to my own stream. I'm not sure that was always the way it worked. I've been doing this for quite a while. Damn, d5 was a good move. You can do that. I guess c5. No. Darn. d5 is brilliant. He's holding everything together. I'm bringing his knight to c4 now. This doesn't seem right. He's like the master of... He's the master. My God. This works for white. Unbelievable. He's not even slightly overextended. Weird. It's crazy. It seems like he should be overextended. Everything's okay. Perfectly okay. This? On knight takes d5, I can't. It looks like a bad Marazzi. Man, so this just works for white. Stupid, I have to play this. I feel like I'm playing the Marazzi with Schieberspieler. Wow. White is like an evil genius. He's going to hold the entire position. Wow. So it looks close. And he's super fast too. Super fast and super strong. Definitely don't want to play Tonat Min in this position. I had my share of opposite colored bishop middle games with you. That was scary enough. Alright. White is still better due to outside pawn versus central pawn. I have a check on e1 that does nothing. Uh-oh. Wow, he can do that? Man, that looks risky. Are you trapping my queen? Rook b3. Queen trap. Mad quick chess. The pawn sandwich. It's a hamburger. It's a burger. Pawn burger. Wow. I had this last move, but I was concerned about the back rank. Scared Lion is raiding with a party of 7. We're still concerned about the back rank. Ooh, that was close. Scared Lion, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. So what's up? Got a couple more challenges. What about Dragon B70 and Schieberspieler? Are you guys streaming today? I got 10 challenges again, but I can't play all these guys. Jerry Kasparov. I've got a couple of time. I have time for a couple more games. That was scary, man. I think I was in trouble in this game. Let me check with the engine. We definitely weren't winning. Damn, I was lost. Whoa. I was lost here at the end after that last stupid move. Craziness. So I'm actually lost. Okay, it's not that easy, but I was trying to win. Objectively, looks like Black should be trying to draw this position. Messy game. Very high CPL. He was winning initially in this position. What, A5? Just winning? How is he winning? Plus 2.5 for white, based on the outside pawn. Damn, dude. That's a good game by white. Not an easy win, you know. Not an easy win. Like, oh yeah, anybody could win that. But the computer says you're basically 3 pawns ahead. That's pretty impressive. So I've been playing weird openings, trying to avoid the standard stuff. Let's try A6. A3 versus A6. It's actually not such a bad move. Why would you play A3? Just to troll me? The point is that after C5 he can take it. Okay, I don't have to do anything like that. I mean, whatever. We'll just play the King's Indian, I guess. A3. Are you serious? Flamingo pop? Symmetrical bomb cloud. Yeah, he's just going with the flow. I'm just making up stuff. Whoa, pawn takes. Why did he play pawn takes? He's just making random moves ultra fast. You see, like, 5+3 casual is not the place to be playing bullet. Not the ideal situation for the bullet. I think you have incurable bullet disease, Flamingo Pop, and you're wasting your time by playing 5+3. Just stick to bullet. Or like decide like what you want to do with chess, but this is silly. You're playing too fast and you have no idea what you're doing, and you're just wasting your time. You're obviously talented, but take it from me, man. This is not a useful expenditure of time. White's just making like random moves as fast as he can. It's crazy. Do what you want to do with your life. That's my personal advice. How do you spell flamingo? It's pretty impressive play by White, I have to say. For a guy who's supposed to be 1600 in Blitz. Troll opening and then very smart defense. But I don't know. Still White is worse. White is playing bullet. Why play bullet in 5+3? I just don't get it. You know, there's two kinds of players who play fast. There's the kind that's like trying to win on time, and there's the kind that's afraid to get in time pressure. Don't be afraid of getting in time pressure. Don't fear being in time pressure. It's part of the game. You got to learn to play when you're in time pressure. The solution isn't to like never get in time pressure. Then you're like, you have no ability what to do. You know, you won't know what to do when you end up in time pressure. It's an art. Being in time pressure is an art form. Ask Risha. It's part of the game. Wow. He just played f4 and sacked a pawn. Bob Sakaponda. Another pawn sack. I think you need help. Seriously. I don't think he's gonna listen to me. No mad quick chess. Don't avoid time pressure if it's going to make you make bad moves. And there's no sense in having time if you have a lost position. This is the problem. You know, he has a lost position. He's like 3 pawns down, and he has plenty of time to think about it. But what good does that do? You know, don't get a lost position. That's my entire point. You know, in using my time. My theory is that you don't get a lost position in the first place. If you have to use time to avoid getting a lost position, then you use it. It's ridiculous. It's a resource. But he's like making rapid fire moves. Like playing fast is the most important thing. I know I'm like lecturing, but it's just this constantly recurring theme. Everybody online, especially younger players, are doing this. They play bullet chess all day, and then they're playing bullet in a 5+3 game. The best players I've ever seen, man. What is this? Some sort of crazy tactic. Queen takes h4. Rook takes f4, queen f4. Bishop takes g6. He's got that. Just played what? Alright. Now there are take-back requests. I don't know where to start. King a2 with a take-back request. He's 1635 in Blitz. 1658 in Rapid. He's making me work here. Weird. I guess this move. I saw this. He played his move, saw a better move, then asked for a take back after trying to flag me. It's unbelievable. Dude, that's like so unsportsmanlike. Oh my god, check out the moves he finds in time pressure with no time. Yeah, there's something funny going on here. I don't like this. This player is too strong to be 1600. Alright, dude, whatever. Now you drop your queen in one move. Take back. Very strange. Very strange. Finally, who offers a take-back? What kind of bullet player offers take-backs or asks for take-backs? You play for time? Your entire game is based on playing for time, and then you ask for a take-back? Seriously? No self-respecting bullet player would ask for a take-back. That's unbelievable. Maybe in rapid chess or classical. Of course. You're trying to flag me the whole game. I'm going to give you a take back. Absolutely. Interesting. C4. Although I don't think it's great because of the knight on D2. Objectively. The knight wants to be on C3 here if you're playing C4. The light of God is coming in. It's nice to have some sunny weather here in Budapest, though. It was raining for like 5 days in a row. We're almost done anyway. I'll get a sunburn for the sake of the stream. I think we have time for this game and one more. There's something annoying about someone trying to flag you and then ask for a take back. Alright. Diego Gomez Garcia. Sorry I can't play the rest of you guys. That will be the last game. Alright, I've been doing a lot of double fianchetto stuff. What about e6 and c5? Or should I play, I think d6 here, just going for e5. That bishop on d3. You're going to castle queenside? I don't know what I hate worse, the London system or bullet. Most people, I guess, are giving up on that h3. They don't bother to do that anymore. It's out of fashion. The classic London system was always like, you play h3 on move 4, so your bishop can retreat back to h2. Now, there's all sorts of tactical possibilities here. e5 take, knight takes, bishop takes, rook e8. I smell something for black here. It's the weakness of that central complex here. But what is the answer? Knight h5? e5. D takes e5, knight h5. Bishop g5 is a problem. So I can play e5, d5, d5, knight e5, knight h5. Now we're talking. Sludge metal. No, that's just a coincidence. Not really into any kind of metal. I mean, I don't hate metal. I like some. That is merely a coincidence. Sludge. Sludgy, not sludgy. It sounds close. So Paradox is basically playing a form of the Tory attack with white here. Boom. Now what? I've got a lot of pressure on the center, but nothing clear. I've got g5, but that weakens the king side brutally. I hate to do that. I want to break the pin, maybe queen e8. It's kind of a standard move. He plays b4. I don't know. We're on the fence, as it were, as to whether that's a good move. It weakens his queen side, but he kicks my knight off a good square. Unclear. Pretty tough player here. Now what happens after knight h5? I don't want him to trade. I think he's going to have to play like bishop g3 or something. I mean, obviously f5 is like the classic King's Indian plan, but it doesn't work so well in the Tory attack. In my experience, people that try to play the black side of these King's Indians, like it was a normal King's Indian, are often sadly disappointed at a later date. Oh, I almost hung the exchange. Dude, look how patient he is. He's like sitting there with that bishop on h4, man. Who is this guy? Quite strong positionally. He doesn't want to trade. Man, he didn't want to trade. I've done this routine before. Try to bust him on the king side. It's not so easy. But my bishop isn't that bad, in fact. I don't know about knight b3. But we have some king side attack. h4 is on its way. The knight on b3 is poorly placed. In fact, I thought he was going to play knight f1, knight e3, knight d5, which is probably better. Yes, this is a bad bishop. Welcome to the King's Indian. But it has potential to get out later on. He has a bad bishop too, so that score is even. But black has more space on the king side. Serious attacking chances. The h4 is not easy to deal with white. What's he going to do? If he plays g4, then he has a permanent visitor on f4 plus h3. Plus this bishop is lurking on the long diagonal at some point later. Rook d3. That's creating fork potential. So I think he's just going to have to like sit there and accept his fate. Now maybe bishop c6. We're just playing like keeping him off of d7. Be respectful. Acerbate. The acerbic one. Right. Now what do I do? a6? Trying to free my rook. The rook of freedom. Damn. Does this guy like space or what? He likes space. He's a space fan. But I don't know. My pieces are very, very active here. He's got this like wild bind with the space on the white squares. I guess I could have played c6. Then he's in on d6. You can almost predict his moves. It's weird that I never have a threat. I can't create any threats at all. That's bizarre. Bizarre. So close yet so far away from any sort of possible threat. It's weird. Creepy even. It's like nothing I can do. Trade off my bad bishop. He's a tactic for every occasion. Queen d6. Does this work? Oh my god. He's an incredible tactical resource if I do that. Maybe not. Let's see how he plays here. 2135 in bullet. 1837 classical. He found queen c3. Now, the key move was queen a1. I have knight d4, maybe. He didn't find it. Well, maybe at other moves as well. Take back. Wow, it's the same opponent from last game. Of course. Take back. You're down a piece. Normal to do take backs. And don't resign. So check this position. I can play one last game. But queen a1. Queen b2 was dubious. Alright, so it's equal according to the engine. Here, here. So queen c3 is not best. Rook d5. Oh, Schieberspieler found it. You checked with the computer. You're down a piece here with some sort of weird compensation, according to the engine. You're not down a piece. Oh, alright. I'm sorry, you're not down a piece. Well, then it makes sense. Rook d5. Yeah, it's just a game after that. I mean, this is protected. Yeah. But I thought he was a genius for queen c3. Because the point is queen a1. But he didn't find it. That's why I was checking his ratings to see how strong he was. If he sees queen a1, I'm getting pretty freaked out. I was actually looking at this. It doesn't work, does it? It works. So I expected knight takes d4, queen e5, knight e6, check, king f6. This is what I was actually calculating. Also knight f5. I had to calculate, same thing. But no move for white. That doesn't work. Of course, Schieberspieler, that's not your style. Rook d5 is nice and safe. You like to play quickly, but not unclear, you know. If you have a safe move, you're going to play it. Yeah, I don't know. In my mind, like, he had to go for queen c3. But I was afraid the queen c3 wins by force. There's no way I could calculate all the way to the end of that. Queen's Gambit accepted. Schieber-Spieler variation. Right? With b3. Should I play bishop e2? No. I can't. I lost the one time I tried to play something like that to Hatan Batar. It's Mongolian GM. I just can't bring myself to play that anymore. You're good at it, though. The game that you shared with Krijan Laszlo Jr. Not my style, man, to play the b3. So this is like a classic type of position, though. Black, I don't know, I thought you played b3. You didn't? You might have played bishop e2 right away or some other move. What other move is there? What else do you play? Oh, it wasn't a traditional QGA? That's what it became like. Maybe it wasn't. In my mind, that's what it became. Gomez Garcia was asking about Queen's Gambit something earlier. He was asking about some e4 lines, but I don't really know the e4 lines very well. I'm just trying to play practically. Can I play d5? Not this time. Everybody join us on Sunday for a simul. 25 plus players. So it was knight of 3, d5, d4, c5, c4, d takes c4, e4. Oh, really? Are you serious? Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Well, I change things in my mind. My memories change. The other day, there was this post on Facebook from a friend of mine about the 1995 New York Open, about some German grandmaster. But I was like, yeah, I played him. I played him in that tournament. And the guy looked it up and he was like, no, you didn't. I looked at the cross table. You didn't play him. In my mind, I had like changed it. Who I played. My memory had like changed over the years. So I was believing something that didn't happen. It's funny. I guess I've seen you play the other line in the QGA. So I changed it in my mind that was that line against him. Now we have a problem. I have to play bishop h4. No choice. The bishop d7 was unexpected. All that thinking on my behalf for nothing. The acerbate. All the thinking for nothing. Queen where? 95? 95. Can we do 95? Any reason why not? Show me the reason. But I think that happens to everyone. You sort of edit the memories and start to believe things that didn't happen. And then that's how people start telling stories, and they embellish them. Classic storytellers start changing the stories every time. I had to apologize, misremembering the wrong player. I played his countryman, a different German grandmaster, in the same tournament. I think the truth was I saw them hanging out together. They were hanging out together the whole tournament. So in my mind, when they said that I played this guy 25 years ago, in my mind I remembered seeing that guy with the other guy. And then when they're like, oh, yeah, I played him. But I didn't play him, I played his friend. I just associated it, you know? That's the problem. The brain and the memory start to go when you get around 70. It's said every time you're remembered of a memory, it's a bit different than before. That's interesting. From King Chaser. This is exactly what I'm trying to say. You start editing these memories like little by little. And after 25 years, like it could be like so far from reality that it's not even close. Do I have a tactic? Anything? Queen f3? No. Dropping forks. Like a pro. Bishop e3? Maybe that'll waste time. Rook c1? Any ideas here? Rook c1 develops a piece. At least that's something. Very solid play by black. But I think there's a reason why we change certain memories. But it's interesting. I studied psychology in college, but I never got back to school to get a master's. Maybe it's not too late. I should have thought of that a long time ago. I'll be like Bob. Queen e2. Now I can play Queen e2. I was just gonna play this. The problem is this move like will waste time if I have to give up my bishop on d5. It'll be like a complete loss of a move. Queen e2 might be more constructive. But very solid Steinitzian defense here by J. Gomez Garcia. Solid. Guys, I gotta go. Last game. Thanks everyone for challenging. Sorry I can't catch these last games. Bots are out of the question. But King Chaser, Bisonov, and Sada Masagana, I'll play you guys later. I gotta go. Cheesemate, we gotta go. You caught the stream just as I'm leaving. Alright, knight f7 with the classic sacrifice of two active pieces for a rook and pawns. I don't know. Unconvincing. Black's playing like Vádas László, Hungarian grandmaster from the 90s. Actually, he went way back in the 50s, but 60s anyway. I had a game with László pretty similar to this. It's not clear if white has anything. I don't know. Very solid play by black. I guess I'm going to do it just because I don't have anything else to do. Is that a good reason? Probably not. in general, the two minor pieces are superior. Bishop takes f6. Knight f6. Knight d5. I feel like there's a tactic here. There's queen b3. There's a famous game, Botvinnik versus Floor, where he had brutal 25 move win against Floor in an IQP. Something kind of similar. Bishop f6. Yeah, too much stuff is hanging. I think. He still has bishop takes d4. Kind of a weird move. Resign. So I gotta go. Let's just see how this combo shakes out. I'm winning in the final position. Wow. Stockfish is confused, but it likes to sack. Yeah, it's not even sure. It's totally up and down. I was right though, there's nothing else. I have to try this. But it's very hard to judge when this sort of sacrifice is good or not. The engine thinks it's my only chance to play for a win, more or less. The computer says 95 is dubious. It's just a normal sort of type of move. But I don't know where we left book. Oh, okay, here. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that no one's played that. It looks like a pretty typical style move for white. It's difficult, you know. Yeah, queen e2 is a move too. Clearly. White doesn't have any advantage, I guess, anyway, so we might as well try something new. The computer doesn't like it due to rook c8. Now what? You can't play queen e2, so we move the bishop. If bishop 8, you know, you might have some sort of Paco Vallejo type knight move on a5. Alright. Anyway, guys, thanks for the games. We'll see you on Sunday. 25 player simul here at 6:30 CEST. Thanks everybody for the games. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys later. And that is that. Bye for now.